Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Helen. I was actually going to film yesterday, but I didn't because my camera was not working at all. I had to change the battery and do something with the camera, I don't know. But I didn't film yesterday, and now today, I wasn't going to film today, but I told myself that if I don't film today, then when are you going to film tomorrow? It's just like the last video about my speech. You're never gonna film, right? So that's why I am here at midnight filming a video for YouTube. Today I want to talk about my short film, Helen, for Digi60. Digi60 Film Festival. If you haven't watched it, you can find it in the link above me or in the description box below. This video, this is part one of I think it's going to be 3 parts. This is part 1. It will all be about my film. And then in part 2, it will be the rest or the other Digi60 films that I really enjoyed and loved. I'm really excited to share the ones I loved and I really enjoyed. Without further ado, let's just get started because I will ramble on if we don't get started. So let's get started. So as you may know, a lot of the scenes that I really enjoyed were cut out because of the time limit. In Digi60, the films must be 7 minutes or less to qualify. And if it's over even just a second, I think you're disqualified. Don't quote me on that, okay? Don't quote me on that, but yeah, just keep it under 7 minutes and you're good to go. And unfortunately, that meant that some moments that were supposed to be in the final cut did not make it to the final cut. Yeah. But that is okay, because today we are going to discuss those scenes, and I just want to share what the scenes were and what those scenes mean to me. So one of the scenes that I really liked filming was me wearing my AFO, my leg brace. Now, if you don't know what that is, I'm going to show you my current AFO. Now, there are several kinds of AFOs, and I think my kind is the Hinge something, maybe? I'm not sure. I'm gonna put the name up here, okay, so you can read it. I'm just gonna show you mine. Wait a second. So, can you see? So this is my AFO, my leg brace, basically. So there are different uses for each individual and each AFO, but mine helps me walk. I have the purple Velcro, and this is can you see? The flower, a flower design, sorry. Leg brace. I also have 2 older leg braces that don't fit me well. I can show you, actually I will show you right now. So this leg brace is the most updated one, and my previous leg brace is this one. And you can see that it's white. It also has the purple strap again. I had this for 3 years and it's really boring. I did not like it at all. And I'm so glad I changed it back to a pattern instead of just like plain old white. And the third one is the oldest one. Here it is. I had this for 7 years. I didn't know that you were supposed to change it every 2 years according to the staff that I talked to. Yeah, I had this for 7 years and she's like, you should change it. And yeah. And the straps are purple again. Purple is my favorite color. And those are my AFOs. Why is it important to me that I wear this AFO and why I wanted to showcase it in my short film? Well, without it, I wouldn't be able to walk. And shoes, by the way, are equally essential because after I put on my AFO, I need to put on shoes and then I will be able to walk. Without shoes, it's just like walking on a slippery icy road, if you know what I mean. So let me tell you something. A short story, a very short story. Once I wore my AFO and I was about to grab something on a table, just like a few, like maybe a meter away from me, and I did not wear my shoes. They were by my side, and I was like, no, I don't need my shoes. It's just like I only need to walk like a couple of steps to grab the thing, and I can sit back on, I think it was my bed. And so I did that. I had my AFO on, but I did not put my shoes on, and I stood up and I took like a step, and I was slippery, and it was so slippery I almost fell face planted on the floor. Never trying that again. Maybe I'm exaggerating with the face planting on the floor, but very scary. Do not recommend for me. Always wear my shoes. Now, I've seen people who have an AFO where they can just walk freely, like just like that, but because my right leg is, I can't control it and I can't feel it as well. It's very dangerous. Do not do that. So I learned the hard way, never trying that again. I really wanted to include this scene and to highlight that a leg brace, like an AFO, can have such an profound impact in my life or someone else's life. Anyways, if I ever do another short film on myself, me, then I would definitely add this in. And I don't think that Digi60 is long enough for me to include everything that happened that was significant that happened in my life, because 7 minutes is way too short. There was another scene where I was tying my hair, and I really wanted to share that and showcase that in the film, but of course it did not get to the final cut, but that's okay. The footage was filmed like I was standing there in a washroom, a bathroom. Yeah, and there was a mirror, and I was looking at the mirror. I was frustrated. I was trying to tie my hair. It was, I think, really a really good scene, but it did not get to the final cut, unfortunately. I wanted to share this because I wanted to show that little adaptations, like tying your hair or like, this things that you do on a day-to-day basis can really like change what? Change what? Just change someone's life, or something about their routine can change. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but I really wanted to show it, and like how a little aspect of your routine or something can impact you into. Okay, I'm reading from the script here. So it says, little adaptations I've learned to manage my daily tasks. Yeah, basically what I was trying to say. Oh, and I really wanted to share more about my crochet journey and my journey with adaptive arts, which we didn't have time. Honestly, I wish the time limit was an hour instead of 7 minutes. Like, I know if it was 1 hour and everyone made like 1 hour movies, not like short films, like long films, then we're probably gonna have to stay there for like days, like probably like 3 nights and 2 days. 3 days and 2 nights, yes. What am I saying? The theme for this year's Digi60 was belonging. There was a line in the script that directly addressed the theme, but unfortunately, it did not get it. It did not what? Unfortunately, it didn't make it to the final cut. So I'll share it here instead. So I remember the years in middle school, in high school, in college. I was so lost. Still am, but I have more clarity in what I want for the future. Yeah, I have a little more clarity, but I didn't have clarity when I was in high school, like my younger years. For me, starting my social media journey and my crochet journey, like I've learned so much from you and like just so much. I know my community and the communities that I've shared spaces with, like the crochet community and the disability community, like I found a sense of belonging in them, and I found a space for me to exist and just to be there and just to listen to other creators and let them tell their stories. And it's just a wonderful experience. It's hard for me to explain what I'm feeling, but I felt like I belonged in that space, in my community, in the communities that I've shared spaces with, and I feel like I matter, exist. I don't know the right word for that. I mean, that's what I try to put forward in the whole belonging, in the theme belonging. Because it's true, you all made space for me, and you guys made space for other people to join and to connect and all that. And it's a very like it's community. Yeah. I do not know why I keep spinning those words around, but yeah, I feel like I belong. I feel like I'm seen. I feel like I finally found a space where I can be myself and talk about things that I like and all that. So, thank you. I really wanted to emphasize that, and I hope you caught it. Maybe you haven't. If I were to watch my film, like if I wasn't me, I was another person, I probably wouldn't have caught it, but there wasn't much time. There wasn't any time actually to clarify that. I'm going to read from the script now because I wrote a few things that is very important and I want them in the video, so my eyes will be directly looking over here, okay? So I wrote, the connections I've made, even with creators who don't know me personally, have been so meaningful. I see them and I often cry for them, and because I understand how they must feel. I relate so much to creators, disabled creators. I relate so much to them, and it's just, and also crochet creators as well. I relate to them deeply and they make me feel less alone. That's the whole thing about my film, is that I want to say that yeah, I belong in this community, I belong in my space, and I feel less alone because other people are experiencing the same things or similar things, and I just feel like I'm not alone. I can't believe I had to read that off my script, but yes, there it is. One day later. Hello everyone. Side note, I don't know if you can see it, but there's light outside the window. I couldn't film everything last night, so I'm filming today. So this is take 2, and I'm just going to continue from the spot we left off. So let's begin this video. Yesterday we talked about the sense of belonging I had with my community and with the communities I found online. And that is something I lacked for a long time, a support system. This community and the people who I've met through social media are the people who I feel understand me and I feel I can relate more to, and they make me feel seen more than anything. And because of social media and the nature of things now in this era, I can meet and connect with people all around the world without leaving my house, which is always a plus. So I'm like forever grateful. Now, will I start creating short films now? Like be the director and everything, like the filmmaker? I might now. and I really want to. Now, here's the thing. Like, being a filmmaker, being a director, or being just like someone who holds the script and like manages everything, this is new territory for me. Like, I am usually behind the scenes, in the back, in the corner kind of person. This is very scary for me. Yeah, but I think I'm gonna do it because we only live once, right? And if I don't take the chance now, when am I ever going to take the chance? Like, we don't know if tomorrow is going to be, we don't know if we'll live till tomorrow, you know? That sounded really wrong. Like, I'm trying to say, like, we just don't know. And instead of waiting, why not just do it now? And I also realized that naming myself or labeling myself as the shy girl or the introverted one or the person who never speaks or whatever, all those labels, like, if I put that on myself, if I put that label on myself, then how am I gonna shed those labels and shed the person I was and become the person I'm going to be in the future? Like, I'll never break free of those limitations. I have so many stories to tell, and I also want disability to be part of it, intertwined inside all of my stories. Like, in a subtle subtle way. I know I'm pronouncing that word wrong, but in a way that it's seamlessly woven into the narrative, that disability is part of it and is part of daily life, because it is. And I would love, you know what I would love? I would love to work with disabled actors in Ottawa, or like aspiring disabled actors, or like anyone that wants to be an actor. Like, I would love to work with people like that. There are so many possibilities and paths to explore, and I truly think that it's worth taking the leap. Like, I have the urge to start. I have the urge, the itch, like I'm itching to start. Like, I need to do something about this film making thing. And I hope that something good comes out of this whole thing. But let's just say I believe that I think that something good will come out of this whole thing. Let's just say that. Like I've said before, life is short and you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow or in the future, and just take the leap of faith. I say I'll do it now, but we'll see. The next Digi60 is not until the end of next year, so I have a lot of time to think about this and ponder. And to you watching this video, just do it. Just do it. Take that first step and figure it out along the way. And that is also to myself. I also need to say that to myself. Thank you so much for watching. Part 2 will be about the other amazing films that I watched during the Digi60 screening. Some of them really resonated with me, and I can't wait to share them with you all. I will see you in my next video. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you later. Bye! This is a full blast. I remember the levels that I talked about in my speech video. This is level 3. I know that this probably is the lighting that will show my face clearly, but it's too blinding on my eyes. I can't see anything. Have a wonderful day, and I will see you later. Bye.